The West Side rabbis were meeting once a month or once every 2 months to talk about their common interests in the West Side, and that they had suggested that perhaps the community should buy Plaza Jewish Community Chapel and turn it into a not-for-profit. But we put it together in a couple of weeks, and we had the financing, and then we still had to make a decision. Still hadn't fully decided whether or not we should go ahead, but on paper, we had the means and we had the support we thought we needed. We were completely dependent on the 200 funerals a year that Plaza was generating as a commercial institution, and we couldn't afford to lose any of it. And we were sort of flying blind. I mean, none of us were in the business. None of us knew anything about any of it. I think the results we got were pretty remarkable, given how little we knew. We went from 200 funerals to 600 to 700 families a year that we service in one way or another, and we've never had to raise money. Think back, I've done many things over the last 30 years in the world of philanthropy and in the world of public policy, but I never thought I would actually be involved in creating a communal institution from scratch, and I'm very proud of it. I think it's right up there for me amongst the most important things that I've accomplished in the last 30 years.
I believe that the journey that was really put forth by the founders and the funders really set us on a path. And when I joined Plaza in 2002, I remember Al Engelberg sitting down with me and saying, "All right, what are we going to do?" And we realized that we needed to focus on the word community, because that's who we were, and that's what our mission stated. And that really became our North Star. We pay our bills through the families we serve and the funeral services we provide. And yet, we provide also enormous support in the community. So whether it's programming we do with YU and Wurzweiler School of Social Work, or programming we do through HUC JIR, we are constantly expanding our reach and elevating our message. End of life, it's going to happen to all of us. And truly, through our funeral directors, who are my heroes, the work that they do on a daily basis is work that is hard to measure. And they truly make the difference in terms of who we are as a community funeral chapel. I think people come to Plaza because of the care they receive. A funeral director who works here at Plaza needs to be in a different headspace than those who may work at a for-profit institution. They understand that it's all about the one-on-one moment that they have with families as they guide them. And that's what makes us different.
The first time Plaza Jewish really impacted me on a deeper level was when my father was dying of cancer. I actually hired a death doula. It's a sort of a new frontier of death-positive movement. And she said, well, here's a list of Jewish funeral homes. Here's 4. And I had called a couple, I think, and the nicest people on the phone were Plaza Jewish. Just right away, there was a tone of voice that was very soothing during a really hard chapter where I was just under the threshold of tears at all times. And then I called my rabbi and she said, well, I personally only send people to Plaza Jewish. I just wanted to go with someone that spoke to me on a human level of human connection that made me feel okay. Right away, I felt like I'd be taken care of. There was sympathy in their voice just on the phone. And when I came in, immediately, the people that worked here just greeted me with a sense of support. And so I didn't feel totally alone. I mean, I did in my grief, but I felt like this is a community that swoops in and supports you in a way that didn't feel like a factory. I can't imagine being anywhere else because I just felt so held, and it was a pretty hard day for me, but it was made so much better by the people here. There's a humanity to it, and they approach death with heart, and they understand that anyone who comes through these doors is probably not in a great place. Plaza Jewish is amazing, and really that I made the right choice, and I never ever would recommend any other place.